जय महादेव। आइए चलते हैं 75 नंबर के महादेव बटलेश्वर महादेव और सुनते हैं अंतकथा सुमन से और अंतर्दृष्टि क्वांटो शिवो और मानसी से।
जय महादेव। स्कंद महापुराण के अनुसार महादेव माँ पार्वती से कहते हैं, हे देवी, आज आपको बड़लेश्वर महादेव 75वें महादेव की कहानी सुनाते हैं, की कथा सुनाते हैं। कुबेर के एक मित्र थे जिनका नाम था मणिभद्र। उनका एक पुत्र था बड़ल, जो अत्यंत रूपवान व बलिष्ठ था। एक बार वह कुबेर के बगीचे में नलिनी नामक सुंदरी के पास गया। वहां पहुंचने पर बड़ल को नलिनी की रक्षा करने वालों रक्षकों ने रोका, तो बड़ल ने अपने बल से सभी को मार कर भगा दिया। सभी कुबेर पास पहुंचे, जहाँ मणिभद्र भी बैठा था। उन्होंने बड़ल की पूरी बात बता दी। मणिभद्र ने नलिनी से दुर्व्यवहार करने के कारण बड़ल को श्राप दिया कि उसका पुत्र नेत्रहीन होकर क्षय रोग से पीड़ित होगा। श्राप के कारण बड़ल पृथ्वी पर गिर पड़ा। इसके पश्चात मणिभद्र बड़ल के पास आए और उससे कहा कि मेरा श्राप खाली नहीं जाएगा। अब तुम अवंतिका नगरी में स्वर्ग द्वारेश्वर के दक्षिण में स्थित शिवलिंग के दर्शन करो। दर्शन मात्र से तुम्हारा उद्धार होगा। मणिभद्र पुत्र बड़ल को लेकर अवंतिका नगरी में आए और यहाँ बड़ल ने शिवलिंग के दर्शन किए तथा उनके स्पर्श करने से उसका क्षय रोग दूर हो गया और वह पूर्व की तरह रूपवान और नेत्रों वाला हो गया। बड़ल के यहाँ दर्शन पूजन के कारण शिवलिंग बड़लेश्वर महादेव नाम से विख्यात हुआ। मान्यता है कि जो भी मनुष्य बड़लेश्वर महादेव के दर्शन पूजन करता है, वह पृथ्वी पर सभी सुखों को भोग कर मोक्ष को प्राप्त करता है। इसका मंदिर भैरवगढ़ में सिद्धवट के सामने है। इस तरह महादेव ने माँ पार्वती को 75वें महादेव की कथा सुनाई। जय महादेव। Thank you so much for listening.
Pranam everyone. We go to the darshan of the 75th Mahadev, Badleshwar Mahadev. This is very synchronous that this is happening during Pitrupash. Since Adin, when he took me to the place, he showed me that just opposite this temple, this ling is a tree which is supposed to be planted by Ma Parvati, where we make offerings to our ancestors and to our ancestry for liberation. So if you hear this video and it's not Pitrupash, even then, there are no accidents in life, and this is exactly the time you are supposed to receive this message. So in this story, we get a glimpse of how we can get diseases in the family, and also how these diseases can be healed. The interesting thing is that when in the story, when the child, when the son gets the curse, his father says that this will not heal with any mantra or any aushadhi, herb, medicine, or discipline. It will only heal with a it only heals with a deep understanding of the mistake and with raising of consciousness. And this is what a darshan with Mahadev means, is a realization that leads to enhanced consciousness. And I feel that we also get a glimpse of what conscious parenting is, and how it really dissolves patterns, and how it leads to evolution. So Badal is a very handsome as well as a very strong and brave son of a king, and sometimes when we have all these attributes, it can make us feel very entitled, and it can feed into our ego. And Badal and his wife, they are lovemaking in the pleasure gardens of Kubera. And in spite of repeated warnings, not only does Badal not pay heed to these warnings, he actually attacks the Rakshasas whose job it is to protect and who actually are warning him. Now, when Badal's father comes to know about this, because Kubera is his friend, he actually curses Badal that Badal would lose his eyesight, he would have tuberculosis, among other things. And Badal, this jolts Badal. Badal also must be a conscious being who actually just got into ego, because it jolts Badal and Badal comes to his senses, and Badal actually thanks his father for the curse, for making him realize, and he accepts that curse. Now, his father is also not there he's not given this curse just to torture him. He has given this curse for his son's evolution. So, his father, when Badal realizes his mistake and he expresses gratitude to his father takes him in Pushpak Viman, in Kubera's Pushpak Viman, to the Mahadev, to the Linga, which will cause him to, uh, which will raise his consciousness. So, this curse is really a ladder to evolution, and we judge things depending on our own perspective whether it's a curse or blessing. But this is also a blessing. Maybe it's in a disguise and it is there for your evolution. Now, Badal is unable to see the reality of the situation. Um, and because he is in this pleasure garden and he has been warned, but he refuses to see. Uh, he refused to realize the situation, and he loses his eyesight because of that. Even similarly, the TB, I feel that the TB prevents him from enjoying the pleasures of life. Even his breath would be labored, because he lost his consciousness in his enjoyment of pleasure. He was so indulging in it that he didn't see that that's not a place to do that. And in TB, just like Badal attacked those Rakshasas, and he killed them. Similarly, that's what the bacteria is doing to his whole body. It's attacking him. Um, so really, whatever he has done is now coming to him. But then and as I said before, his dad really wants him to evolve, and his dad says that the curse cannot be cured by medicine or mantra or japa or by by any kind of discipline, only by raising his consciousness, by realization. So really, it is through realization we can really uh, we can be free of a disease. Especially, this can work even with hereditary disease, because even if you cure it by any other means, so whether it is some healer taking it away, medicine or mantra or anything, it is going to come back, because the underlying pattern has not been cleared, that realization has not happened. So it will keep coming back. You can delay the inevitable, but it will not leave. uh, so today what we can offer is any hereditary diseases of the body, of the mind, any diseases you may have, even if you're not aware whether it is hereditary or not. I even felt that this was such a amazing uh, glimpse of parenting, of conscious parenting. So if there are any parenting issues, because that is also a part of the ancestry. So whether you have experiences as a child or you are experiencing as a parent, you can offer that too, and offer your ego, because sometimes ego is what leads us to blindness. It leads to any vision issues you have, because sometimes they may stem from a partial observation of something, or your blind spot has gotten so concentrated that now it has manifested as a disease. So this is my humble understanding of this Mahadev. Jai Mahadev, Jai Mahakal.
Jai Badleshwar Mahadev. The vibrational field of this temple is very unique. It deals with the karma which happens through us when we go unconscious in the lustful state. So we all realize that when we go lustful, we lose all kind of consciousness, and we are ready to commit anything in that unconsciousness. And primarily, this lust is for mostly for sex, but it could be the lust for power also. It could be the, or it could be the addiction. Like even people, to get opium, they will steal, they will even beat someone, even kill someone. That is also a kind of a compulsion which is very unconscious. So there, whatever karma we do in that state of unconscious, that's what this vibrational field deals with. So what is happening here is that so like there is a dimension of sex which is lustful, but there is also a dimension of divine pleasure. So when we dissolve this karma of unconscious lustfulness, then we move into the state where we can really look at sex as a divine act, as a act of divine pleasure, where the pleasure is felt not primarily in the body but in the whole space. So we can say that it's a very this shivling is very tantric in nature. uh, Tantra, there are a lot of people follow the path of tantra, though uh, my view is that a lot of them, most of them do not really understand that what is the purpose of tantra. For them it is like a way of having better sex. Okay, that is also okay. Yes, it brings little more consciousness, but the real purpose of tantra is to take you in the state of samadhi through pleasure, what Osho used to call the journey from calm to ram, sambhog se samadhi ki or from sex to super consciousness. So I feel this is the temple where you experience that journey. Also, I did feel this temple has something to do with eyes. If there are any ailments of eyes, they do get resolved here. Thank
जैसे हमने बडलेश्वर महादेव की कथा सुनी और अंतर्दृष्टि सुनी, तो बडलेश्वर महादेव में बहुत ही गहरे रूप से जो आपकी किसी भी तरह की बीमारी हो, वो साइकिक रूप में जो आपके गहरे से गहरे आपके अवचेतन में जो स्थित है, वो जब हम लोग ऑफर करते हैं तो वो रिजॉल्व होती है और बहुत ही गहरे यहाँ पे काम होते हैं बडलेश्वर महादेव में। तो चलते हैं, अनुभव करते हैं।